Alright everybody, welcome back to Dad's Coffee Break. My name is James, and today I am taking a break to start a new Let's Play in Kingdoms Reborn. And this is going to be with the January update, as well as be the first Let's Play I've done with the December update. So it's going to be interesting to play with some of the new features, some of the new AI tweaks that they made back in December. Also play with some of the new resources like coffee, pumpkins, tulips, that sort of thing. And I might try out some of the other difficulty settings. I did do a playthrough on Deity after the December update came out, and I actually have the video on my channel you can watch, but I lost pretty quick. So I probably won't play on Deity, but I definitely think Brutal or higher is what I'm going to go for. One interesting thing to note is they actually have removed the one of the warnings that was here before. Large map could be unstable. That was there before, but the other warning was that the AI are still incomplete and to just ignore them. And I noticed that after the January update, that is actually now gone. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out and how the AI performs in this game. So let's go ahead and dive in the single player. Hit new game. All right. So here we go. I'm going to do a random seed. That is fine. 8 AI players, everything medium. That's all good. Okay. So yeah, as of the December update, they added King, Emperor, Immortal, and Deity difficulties. And then I think they actually tweaked Deity just in the January update. It was 250, plus 250% consumption, and now it's plus 300. So again, I think for right now, I do want to see what the new features are and want to get a feel for the AI. So I'm thinking I'm either probably going to do Brutal or King. Let's do Brutal. I know they also made an adjustment since I've played Brutal last, so we'll see. We'll see how we do. But let's go ahead. Let's generate the world. All right, our world is ready. All right. So the Great Freeze has left civilization in ruin. Very few were strong enough to withstand the cold and plague that claimed the earth. Decades have passed since the frost took our lands, and our courage and hope have returned with the melting of the ice. It falls to us, we surviving few, to rebuild a flourishing civilization. Cheers to the new beginning. Cool. All right. Let's take a look. So what I want to do is find a spot that allows us to expand, take advantage of some coal and iron, and take advantage of some of the new resources. And I think, not really seeing any on this continent right in front of us, but I do see, I think this is coffee. It looks like this area could have some good coffee farming and coal deposits and access to iron. Though I don't know if we'll be able to get around this beach. I've dealt with this before, but we could go around this way. It wouldn't be too bad. And they added tunnels in the December update, so it would allow us to play with those as well. But let's take a look. Let's see what else is out there. And here's another new resource. They have tulip farming now in the game as of January. But I think we're going to make our start right here, maybe right in this little inlet here. We'll go ahead and unlock this area, or maybe it's this one. Yeah, I think this will be fine. What we can do is we can expand into the coal. We can expand into this desert region with which to, and we can build up our city within here. And then we can leverage a lot of this land for forestry and then eventually farming up here. And we can get access to coffee, 2 sources of coffee if we can. And beyond that, what we'll actually have access to is interaction with some of the AI players, specifically Stark down here. So I want to do that. So let's go ahead. Let's make our start here. And that is just fine. And we've unlocked the bridge. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to place my town hall kind of down here in this plains region. Okay. I think what I will do is actually choose the investment card and then select our first couple cards here. And what I'm going to do is actually invest in these food gatherers, buy a productivity book, and no, I know what I'm doing. So what my strategy is, like I mentioned, is expand down, build our town out down this way into the desert, but also unlock some of these areas to, one, start gathering fruit, and then two, also start setting up our forestries. So I think what I'm going to do right off the bat is unlock that and unlock that region. Maybe even the desert, since it's pretty cheap. We do get access to prize. I think I'm going to go with wood. Excellent. And perfect. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and set up our houses and our fruit gatherers, and I'll be right back. All right, so what I've done is I've put down the houses over here, kind of in this section of town. And what I'll do is I want to build up neighborhoods so we can take advantage of things like the school, the bank, and the tavern. Get the most, get a nice section where one of those buildings will apply to a lot of the houses. And then I've also set up my fruit gatherers here and one down here. And I also unlocked this extra region as well. So we now have access to, looks like multiple coal deposits. We may have to go into this region, but we should have a good amount of coal coming from here as well. All right, we just unlocked our tech tree. What I'm going to do is actually get access to... Oh, it looks like they actually added potato seeds in here to gain access to farming and brewing, farming potatoes and brewing vodka. That's interesting. So I am going to actually get improved woodcutting for right now. And last time I explained a lot of what I was doing as I was going along. This time I think I'm going to move pretty quickly. But someday I wouldn't actually mind doing a tutorial series. All right, I'm going to get the forester first, and then I'll go for the iron coal mine. Okay, and we'll put a forester over here. Eventually we'll expand out to these other regions. Since our forester's over here, I'm going to actually clear out a lot of the trees on this side of the town. That way we get a decent amount of resources right off the bat. And then I've also bought a fishing lodge that we'll put right there. Out of order from the coal mine, I know, but we'll definitely need them for a source of food. All right, and we also picked up the Desert Pilgrim card, which actually has our houses get 5 gold if they're settled on desert. And I think this type of house design designates or shows that it is on desert. So desert tile, desert tile. So we get about 20 gold for each of these houses, for all those houses on the desert tiles. I think what I'm going to do is actually hold off on putting that in because we're getting 30 from our investment card, but we will probably make that change eventually. Perfect. There we are. Coal mine is set up. We have storage going down right next to it, and it's starting to snow. So another thing that they updated was the brightness of the snow in the game, because beforehand it was very hard to see your buildings, to see the different textures and the different cute hard card. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, so this is new. So sorry, I'll finish that point shortly thereafter. But now you have to draw a card after 3 existing hands. So if the cycle has gone 1 time, it'll mark it a 1 here, 2 times 2, and by 3, you reach a maximum. You have to buy a card or pass the existing hands. Okay, so please, let's take a look. So you can hit pass if you want to. we'll buy our quarry. Oh, and then it immediately... Okay, so that is making a little bit more sense. I was wondering why my buy card option kept coming up. So let's go ahead. We have a lot of money. I'm going to hit pass. And then we're going to have one more come up. Oh, there's the forester. Okay. Oh, well. Cancel. All right. So that's interesting. But the other thing I was mentioning is they actually updated the snow and reduced its brightness so you could actually see things like trees, buildings. Because before it was very hard to see. But this looks a lot better. They added a little bit of variance to just pure white blinding snow that it was before. Okay, so we're hitting... our food is hitting a low level at this point, which is not good. So I'm going to build another fishing lodge out this way if I can. And then I also purchased a mushroom farm, which we'll set up right here. We just researched improved wood cutting. Next, let us get... I'm going to get medicinal herb farming, because we're going to need medicine before too long. And then we'll go straight into foreign trade. So it looks like our food is coming back, but our wood is struggling. So I think what I want to prioritize, if I can, is... I don't think I can. Never mind. Okay, so we completed the cooperative fishing quest. Got access to that card, and looks like our AI competition is starting to upgrade. We'll probably go ahead and do that as well. Wheat seeds, cabbage seeds, buy wood. That's all great stuff. And we can prioritize the work, which is perfect because our food is actually starting to come back now, but our wood is in desperate need of some help. So, okay, don't show that message again. So we'll want to take advantage of the buy wood card, and I'm going to prioritize this second forester down here. The other thing that I want to do is actually start expanding out this way, getting access to the coffee, getting access to more of these trees out here. That way we can set up farming and have enough wood supply to sustain our building. But as for right now, we do need more houses to keep up with our population. And we do just need to have a constant supply of wood. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to buy wood. There we go. We only got 30 pieces of wood, but it helps. Then I'm going to build more houses. Now it looks like all of our structures are finally starting to get built out. All right, we've unlocked the furniture shop. Would you like to buy the furniture shop? Not right now. Let's get set up. Make sure we have enough food coming in first and wood coming in, and then we'll set up that furniture shop. Okay, so we have 324 gold. Let's start to look at how much it will cost us to expand out into some of these other provinces. So we could open up this one right here, which it's only 237, or we could open up this one right here, which is 356. Let's do this one. Let's see. Do we have too much overlap? Not terribly. I'm gonna build another fruit gatherer right up here for now. Expand our road network. Just want to make sure that we're actually sustaining our colony from food. The other thing we need to do is really look at expanding so we can start building farms for medicinal herbs, because medicine is starting to go down. I've also built a pig ranch right up here. It takes up a lot of space, which I might actually need for, one, trading ports along the coast, and two, trading companies and any sort of production building. So I might be moving that in the near future, but at least it helps with our food situation right now. Okay, we have about 400 gold. I'm going to unlock that province. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Gift from the tribe. Sustainability book, frugality, or productivity. Ooh, let's do productivity for first. Perfect. And we just completed the medicinal herb seeds, and now we're going to get foreign trade. Excellent. Unlock the farm. Okay, so let's take a look at the fertility overlay. So we actually have quite a lot of fertile land right up here, which isn't bad. It might sustain us for the time being. We also have a ton down here in this forester. And then, obviously, up around this river area, and up actually in this tundra area, there's some really good land. So that's probably where we're going to want to head. We could also start to head down here and interfere with Stark, which has expanded quite considerably. But we'll see. The other thing that we want to do is actually make sure we're coming along here and get access to this iron first. I'm a little concerned. But for right now, zoom back in. So for right now, I'm thinking we'll actually set up our medicine farms in this corner of our city. Again, it's not the most ideal, especially since we're going to want trading ports and trading companies along the coast. But I think for now, it'll sustain us. Okay, we've set up 2 farms there, which should be good. Stark has been upgraded. All right, Stark, you're starting to make me angry. And we can't claim this iron because of the mountains, so we actually have to come down here. But it's going to be expensive. So I think that's going to be a priority for right now, is just quickly move down here if we can. Like so. And the other priority is build more housing, so let's set that up too. Okay, and with that, I think we're going to call it a good start and call it a day. We founded our city and have started to expand out. We've built housing. We've built up enough fruit gatherers and foresters to at least sustain us for a little bit. We also have access to coal and stone and fish. But what we want to focus on next is really making sure that we can get down here and claim this iron before Stark has a chance to claim that territory. So it's going to be interesting to see how Stark and our city actually go back and forth, and if we're going to need to rely on influence points to do battle and start taking some of their territory. So it's going to be interesting. But I think we're off to a really good start. I think we have a really good position as well. I think we have plenty of room to expand, plenty of room to farm and build foresters. And so I think we're set up for success. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you are, please like and subscribe so you can stay tuned for the next episode of Kingdoms Reborn. All right, guys. Hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.